Hello guys, Brad here again with another sort of fragrance review for you today. I was digging through this old shoebox downstairs in my workshop and I came across a little towelette. It's probably been in my possession for many years. I'm not sure exactly how long I've had it. Probably 20, 25, 30 years or so. And it is Ralph Lauren's Chaps. Now this is a cologne towelette sample. So I opened up the little package here, and the towelette was actually still moist. You can see how big that towelette is. It's pretty big, actually. It's almost the size of like a piece of toilet paper or something. And I rubbed that all over my arm, and I could still get a pretty good impression of what the fragrance smells like from that. On the back of the package, this is what it says. I wrote it down because I ripped it right through the letters, but a fragrance that captures the spirit of the West that is everywhere today. So basically a cowboy scent. Came out in 1979, which was when I turned 14. So I know many of you guys probably weren't even born yet when this fragrance came out. 1979 doesn't seem that long ago to me, but I know that's probably back when your parents were around and you weren't even born yet. My understanding from some post on Fragrantica that this was eventually discontinued in 2008, and I checked prices, and it's on eBay. People are trying to sell this fragrance for about $100. They have these gift sets. It's like an ounce of aftershave and an ounce of cologne in a gift set. I know there's a price tag on the one gift set. It said $9 back in the day. Now close to $100 or more if you buy it off of eBay. And I know a lot of people seem to really love this scent back in the day and are really nostalgic for it. And I know maybe some of the ladies out there really loved the scent too back in the day on their man. But this one came out with top notes of sage, bergamot, lemon, and lime, middle notes of spices, lavender, and jasmine. And in the base we have vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, oak moss, amber, vanilla, and leather. So yeah, I rubbed this on my arm about 10 minutes ago, and I get a pretty good scent here. It's definitely sort of a leathery base, but it has a lot of spices mixed in there. I would say sort of like an animalic type spiciness to it. The spices aren't individually listed, so I'm just going to say sort of more of like those animalic spices that were kind of prevalent in the old school fragrance era of the 70s and 80s. So just imagine an old, rugged, dry piece of leather, and you just took some dry, ground up spices and rubbed it in there to give it a little bit of a scent. You know, I'm not talking like cinnamon and ginger. I'm talking more like the that animalic spices that people use sometimes. Almost gives it almost a little bit of an Indian type aspect or something. But yeah, you're not going to really find much like this today with the bubblegummy ambroxan type fragrances on the market. This almost smells like something that would be considered niche or indie in this day and age, so I can see why a lot of people are searching for it. And maybe, you know, for $100 in the big scheme of things isn't that much to pay for this fragrance today if it's really your thing. For me, though, I'm going to give it like a 5.5 out of 10. I can certainly live without this one in this day and age. Now that I have experienced so much more modern and more pleasing fragrances, this one really doesn't do much for me. A nice little nostalgic walk down memory lane, perhaps, but yeah, the dry sort of animalic spices with the leather. You do get a little bit of sweetness from the amber and the vanilla, perhaps a little bit of citrus in there. There's some lemon, lime, bergamot in there. It kind of livens it up a little bit as well. Some florals from the lavender and the jasmine. But yeah, it is basically a cowboy scent. So I think if you're into that cowboy type style, if you still wear like the big buckle belts with the leather and the hats and the boots and things like that, this might be your thing. You might want to try to get a bottle off of eBay, even for $100. You know, that would give you an ounce of aftershave, an ounce of cologne. Check it out, see what you think. But I think most of the younger crowd, under 40, 50, is probably not going to be too interested in this one. So that's my final thoughts. It's a nice trip down memory lane, but all in all, pretty lackluster fragrance for me in this day and age. You know, back when I first tried it out as a kid, probably when I was like 15, and my aunts and uncles would give me Chaps as a Christmas present, you know, I would maybe wear it and not think much of it. But yeah, it's pretty much a pass for me. But it was fun to check out again. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.